はい、ケイトさん。
はい、こんにちは。
はい、自己紹介お願いします。わ
はじめまして、ケイトと言います。よろしくお願いします。34歳でアメリカのオリゴンに住んでいます。結婚して12年になります。夫の名前はコードです。コードは32歳でめっちゃかっこいいと思います。私たちは猫が2匹います。名前はカスミとアルちゃん。私の趣味はポケモンです。カードを集めたり、ゲームをプレイしたり、アニメと漫画とぬいぐるみ、全部大好きです。一番好きなポケモンはシャワースです。最近、ゲームのポコピアにハマってます。あと、ポケモン GO が好きで、夫とよくやります。アニメと漫画が好きで、でもセーラームーンの子供の時からずっと一番の気に入りです。腕にセーラームーンのタトゥーも入れました。
ー
以上と思います。よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。わお、good job, ケイトさん。
あ
Well
りがとうござい
done.
ます。
じゃあ、ケイトさん、how do you
うん、
feel speaking Japanese in front of the camera before the recording? You already said you're a bit nervous, but you
Yeah,
did good job.
thank you so much. I mean, I'm nervous speaking English in front of a camera, so speaking a language that I'm actively learning and gaining confidence in is it's kind of surreal.
The crazy thing is you just finished the 7 sessions. So like
Mm,
people think, oh wow, like you have been
mm,
studying like it must be like years. You
mm,
speak Japanese, like just each sentences, I feel like it's so natural.
mm,
So yeah, I really impressed because you sent me the short video and we
mm.
already published and today or I already kind of expected that you're gonna do a good job. Well done.
ありがとうございます。
Amazing. So I would like to ask you a couple of questions.
うん、
First of all, please tell me your name, what do you where you living, and
うん。
also what do you do for a living?
Sure. My name is Kate. I live in Oregon in the US. And I work in a warehouse. I do compliance and inventory stuff. But yeah, I love Japan. I love the culture. I've been once and I'm going back in 3 months. Um,
Wow, 3 months.
I'm very excited. But I'm my main goal is eventually to move to Japan. I felt very at home, very comfortable, very welcomed by the Japanese people, by the culture. Everything was it was a dream come true. So it really solidified my desire to live in Japan and kind of lit a fire under me to learn the language so that I'm not, winging it.
And since when you like Japanese culture or entertainment? You said it you like Pokemon, Pokemon card, Pokemon Go. So
Yeah.
since when?
I started with Pokemon when it came out really as a child, and really got immersed into Japanese culture in high school. I started watching anime and learning a little bit here and there, like the bare minimum, like to the little things. But I never like truly learned. So it's really been my whole life.
And then what actually triggered you decided to learn Japanese at this moment?
I think it was kind of at an annoyed point, not necessarily in myself, but in my learning progress. I'd been using learning apps for years off and on, and it really only gave me a little bit of context. It didn't teach me how to form sentences. It didn't teach me how to like why there's these rules. And so I got to this point of like, if I'm actually going to move to Japan, and that's my main goal, if I'm actually going to pursue this and put effort towards it, then I need to put effort towards this.
hmm And then before visiting Japan Language Factory, what kind of, resources did you use to learn
Mainly the Owl app, some Duolingo, YouTube videos as well. But I mean, I've been watching, excuse me, I've been watching anime since I was a child, and always subbed.
I
Always
always not
never
dub, it's
dub.
sub.
So, so yeah, it's excuse me. Sorry.
No problem. No
Um,
worries.
but yeah, apps and YouTube.
So the mainly it's a Duolingo, like a language app, which is a lot of people use.
Mhm.
For how long did you use, and then what's the point, like what actually make you feel like it's annoyed? Like, okay, I'm not learning, you know?
I mean, I will say it did at least teach me, the alphabet. I'm able to read hiragana and katakana. So there's that at least. Okay. But it was about 2 years
Wow.
consistently. And then I lost my streak and got mad. And see, that's also the problem is like you get motivated to keep your streak and then you lose your streak and then all motivation is lost. And so that happened to me a couple times. And so I got to the point I'd been seeing your videos for about the last year or so. I've been seeing them pop up.
Mm.
And I'd always been interested. I've been to the website numerous times, and I finally just said, you know what? We're going to do it.
Hmm. I see. Wow,
Mhm.
it's 2 years consistently, but that's
Yeah.
amazing.
And I didn't learn anything except the alphabet, really.
I know I try to use like because it's so many people use and I was curious what the actual people learning
Yeah.
Japanese through Duolingo. It's fun. Like it's really amazing function as game. You know,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like clicking like this and picture
Hmm.
clicking and you know, it's like a really fun. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I felt like, oh, this is like how you're gonna use it in the real life if
Yeah.
you want to meet native Japanese, you know, because I'm sure like millions of people using it, it's not everybody actually gonna meet native Japanese. Maybe it's just a fun for watching anime, but don't meet
Hmm.
native Japanese. But you
Yeah.
mentioned that you want to move to Japan, which is you're gonna meet tons of native Japanese, then the
Mhm.
question is like how you're gonna use this word or sentences with the people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you have thousands of choices to learn Japanese now, 2026. People learn with chatbot, AI, or
Mhm.
Duolingo, like other language apps, and even a bunch of actually other resources, like common textbooks to even like some casual like language exchange.
Yeah.
At this moment, why you chose Japan Language Factory?
I like the fact that you guys are humans. The accessibility that you guys provide as well. Being able to ask a question at any point, like in between lessons. It doesn't have to be during a lesson. Um, it's a lot of resources on top of, sure there's the textbook, but you have so many resources available to us as a student. And I just saw a lot of value in that. And so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then what did you think about this, our learning structure? Because it's a common textbooks or even language apps, usually starting from hiragana writing or
Mhm. Mhm.
katakana, you know, writing, and then it's flashcard. That's actually
Mhm.
very common learning structure.
Mhm.
But here, we don't even start hiragana. We don't even
Mhm.
start flashcard. It's all about
Yeah.
speaking. So, how did you feel?
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed it because my main goal is to live in Japan. Sure, I'm going to be reading and writing, but my main form of communication will be speaking. And with the learning apps, it doesn't teach you to speak, it teaches you to read. And so being able to with Shunsuke, my tutor, um, be able to hear him pronounce it, um, get feedback on the spot. The repetition, it's really great, and it's how you learn as a child is by repeating what you hear. So having that back and forth with my tutor is great. It's a really cool learning structure, and I really enjoy it.
Thank you. Yeah, like people just can't believe like without writing and reading how you're gonna start talking.
Mm.
But as you mentioned, that's how you learn English. You
Hmm.
didn't start writing,
Hmm.
before
Yeah.
speaking. Yep, amazing. And then Kate-san, you said
Mm.
that you're gonna go to Japan in 3 months.
Three
Wow, it's
months.
exciting.
3 months from today.
Oh, 2 months from today. Wow.
Yeah.
So please tell me your plan, trip plan. What do you
Okay.
do? What are you
Well,
gonna do and then where you go?
so we're making it kind of a Pokemon trip. So we're going to go to as many Pokemon centers as possible. We're going to try and get tickets to go to Poke Park Kanto. That's going to be the hardest part, is getting tickets. But I'm going to go visit my friends. They live in Gunma. So we're going to stay there. They actually have an English language school, and I'm helping out with their summer camp. So it's kind of a dual purpose trip.
That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. You're gonna experience a lot, and I
Mhm.
I'm sure you're gonna go maybe Pokemon Cafe.
I hope so. Yeah.
You have to book earlier. Like one of my
Yeah.
students was booking way earlier, and then like every day, like it said it's
Yeah.
fully booked. And then
Hmm.
like he was just searching
Yeah.
always to just to book a spot. So good luck.
Yeah. It's very hard. Yeah. To get tickets.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Amazing. Right. So, at the last, please give us the advice from your experience as the huge fan of anime. A lot of people
Mm.
actually watching, but it's also very difficult to start
Mm.
learning actual
Mm.
language.
Mm.
So, just watching anime, what did you learn versus what did you learn in Japan Language Factory?
I mean, it's hard to learn Japanese from anime, because there's a lot. Um, but what I found is that hearing, like, in a lot of animes, it's not real conversation, obviously. And so you'll get these dialogues that, sure, that's correct, but it's not useful in the day-to-day conversation. A lot of the dialogue is not useful day-to-day stuff. Um, and with Japan Language Factory, um, each session is kind of tailored to you and how your dialogue would progress. So there's not like a set curriculum, and and I love that. And so being able to learn what I want to learn, not just by watching an anime telling me how to fight demons, you
True.
know, so
You're not
able to
gonna
have,
fight demon when you
yeah,
go to Japan.
right. That's not on my agenda.
Amazing. But of course, eventually, because you start talking and you build this muscle memory, and
Mm.
you can easily start watching more without maybe subtitle.
Yeah.
It's go backwards. Maybe it's
Mm.
only anime. Maybe it cannot learn because you're not really speaking. You're not really actually using. But if
Mm.
you start using, I'm sure you start watching anime in a different point that, oh, like
Mhm.
I know this sentence or I know what does it mean.
I actually, this last week, I got a subscription with JME, and I started watching some variety shows. Um,
Oh,
and they don't have English subtitles. So I have to challenge myself. And so it's been cool because I'm able to understand, like, I'm catching things here and there. I'm like, oh, I know that. I know that. I know that. And so yeah,
amazing.
it's really kind of validating, that,
Hmm.
like, that what you guys do, it works, and that, like, obviously there's hard work that me as a student I have to put in, but it feels good knowing that you guys have this system that works, and me putting in my hard work to that, it conjunction like in conjunction works very well together.
Amazing. Thank you so much. What did you say? Like, what is this, like a subscription? I never heard it.
It's JME, it's Japan Media.
Oh,
It's they have live TV as well as on demand. Um,
wow.
and it's kind of like Netflix sort of thing. But it's all Japanese TV.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
I should check it out. So you
Mhm.
can actually watch like variety show or
Mhm.
even maybe drama or something like that.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a
Wow.
lot of dramas on there.
Wow. That's good exercises.
It is, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
うん
Well done, Kate-san. Thank you so much.
はい、ありがとうございます。